Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money, the number 4vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
But if you're an accountability group, you're in it, like you said, see, because you know you're not sweet like that. And so you're actually in it to look stupid. Like, y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. You're actually in it because you're not sweet. You supposed to look stupid. And you tripping on looking stupid when you supposed to look stupid. And what they're gonna do with your stupidness is adjust it. They're gonna correct it for you.
This episode is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
This episode of the Secret to Success podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh. Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking fun, easy, and affordable. Go to HelloFresh.com/80success and use the promo code 80success. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/80success and use the promo code 80success to get a total of $80 off your first month, including free shipping on your first box. Additional restrictions apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
Oh, what it do, y'all? What's going on?
Oh, man, we got Dr. King. I am Dr. King in the building. You know what I'm saying?
I am, therefore I am.
I am.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
The reality. Got the TV coming out the swimming pool.
Hey, you ever see twins, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
That's what y'all looking like. Y'all looking like Arnold and Danny. You know what I'm saying?
Which is which? See, just help me. I don't want to misrepresent. Which one is which? You say?
All is Arnold.
Depending on what arena we
Danny
talking.
was a celebrity too. Danny
was
Danny
yes,
had
he
that
did.
paper, baby. Taxi,
That's right.
baby.
Hey, we got ET in the building. E, how you feeling?
Bless, man. Bless.
Hey, we also have a first grader. This man is already annihilating the first grade. First grade can't even hold him. I'm talking about he going crazy on the first grade. He knows all of his sight words for the whole first grade
Oh, that's
already.
huge.
How many sight words is it, son? 200
Whoa.
sight words.
Ooh.
He knows every one of them. He knows how to use them in a sentence and spell them. This man is a legend. He's the third, Carlos Quinney the third. Trey, come on in here, son. Let's go. Make sure you hit your intro.
Let's get it, baby. I need a joke in my life right now.
Hey guys, welcome to Trey's Comedy Corner.
What's up, Trey?
Thanks for
What's
having
up,
us,
Neff?
man.
What do you call one cow spying on another?
What do you call one cow spying on the other?
A stakeout.
Oh,
Hey, that's my favorite.
no doubt, Trey.
Love
no
it.
doubt. Another
Love
good one.
it.
Another good one.
Yes, sir. We rolling. First grade. Let me tell you something. It is just surreal to see your kids going to school online in the first grade. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I walked in there today and he had his whole little desk set up, his computer, and the teacher was teaching and he was learning virtually. And I was just like, yo, something is crazy about this. So I don't know if any other parents out there, going through that same situation. I'm sure a lot of y'all are, but it was just unreal to watch your baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the kids were on the screen, the teacher teaching, they had gym. No, they straight had PE. I'm like, what? So
How does that work?
You just stand in front of the camera and do jumping jacks and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't in there, but my wife told
What
me.
do you mean you weren't in there? Who's the teacher?
No, the teacher's the teacher.
Okay, but who's facilitating that? Who's monitoring at home? Who's the teacher assistant?
Candace got that under control. You know what I'm saying?
We head into the, what do you call it? I remember the show The Jetsons. I used to be looking at
question.
the Jetsons, bro. They were so
I
ahead
thought
of
that
their
was
time.
a
We head
show.
into the Jetsons now.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
Yeah, it enforces. But then let me tell you something. It's so I told you, my kids, man, they so different. So Trey is a pleaser. Like, he got that ET spirit.
Yeah.
Like, he just want everybody to be happy.
Yeah, no
he gonna
question.
do it just to make you happy. So then Candace said, hey, look, for the first few days of Trey's school, I need to help him get the rhythm, show him how to, make sure he using the Zoom right, make sure he understands. I said, okay, cool. She like, you got Avery. I said, bet, no problem. You know what I'm saying? She like, but you got to do schoolwork. I said, okay, bet, no problem. Bruh, very first day of school, we sat down there. We got to the kitchen table because Trey was upstairs in the playroom. She had letters she got to do, right? She sat down. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. She sat down. She wrote 3 letters. I'm talking about 3. She had her whole little trapper keeper, everything. She wrote her letters perfectly, folded up her whole bag, put it in her backpack, and looked at me and said, I'm done. I said, what? I said, boy, we just started. She said, oh no, I'm done. My arm hurts. I said, what? She was like, my arm is hurt. I can't write no more. Went and picked up her laptop and sat on the couch and was like, what? I said, what? I called Candace down. I said, wait a minute. Let me get Trey. I got Trey. Let me
We
get Trey.
switching. Ma,
I take Trey.
He want me, Ma. Now he want me. Now it's time to
Exactly.
teach. He want me.
Exactly.
I was like, what is this? She grabbed her iPad and was like, I'm done. And what I'm going to say? She said her arm hurt.
Right.
Candace was like, why you ain't make her keep writing? I'm like, man, she said her arm hurt. So anyway, y'all
We need Avery to get the ETA CJ. She got a different version of CJ.
right.
She don't got
Bruh.
the ETA boy.
Who you telling, man?
He would have been
So-
like, yo, mouth hurt. See, I've been in the booth for 2 hours. I can't get
Right.
it. What you mean you can't get it?
Right.
Keep trying. You're not leaving the
Exactly.
booth till you get
Hey,
it.
see, I'm losing my throat, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking on
I
your
want
throat.
that CJ.
Your
I
throat.
want that CJ.
Hey, what CJ?
Exactly.
I told C one time, I said, C, man, I'm losing my throat, bro. I don't know if I can speak no. He said, your throat. He said, you almost lost your life with the police department.
Yeah,
you worried
Avery
about
need
losing
that
your
one.
throat?
Avery need that CJ right there.
Oh, bro. Yeah, she ain't never, I promise you, she ain't never met that one. I was thinking that the other day. I said, wow, she just got me beat all the way. But real quick, man, shout out to my wife. Y'all know we celebrated our anniversary. It was crazy.
Yes.
Also, man, big shout out. Y'all know one of my favorite restaurants in the world is Papado's seafood. And man, shout out to Alicia, who is the general manager over there,
Alicia.
for taking care of me and the squad. Just made sure we was all the way right. We went
All
and did
the way live.
curbside because Candace still ain't trying to go into no restaurant. But when we did curbside to go, and let me tell you something, the food was fantastic. So shout out to Alicia. If you in Atlanta, And you know where Papados on Windy Hill is, or you anywhere around there, man. Shout out to that Papados, and shout out to Alicia for being amazing and looking out for your boy. So much love. But no, I had great time. Chapter 11, no bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? So we all good.
Go.
I also know we forgot to talk about it, but Didi had a birthday. Y'all was out spending money. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about it. D.
Bro, I try to keep it more. I ain't put it up on Facebook, Instagram. I said we're going to leave this alone. We just going I'm not putting it up no more. I'm like, we just going to do our thing in privacy. But let me tell you something. Didi said she thought she about to die. I was like, why you think you about to die? She's like, yo, I ain't never got this many gifts before. Bro, bro, we was getting gifts. Bro, started Sunday. Jamal, Jamie brought over like a 4-course meal and some trays.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
I called E at about noon. He sounded like he was about to die. I was like, E, what's wrong with you? He was like, I ain't going to lie to you. Normally, I would lie to you, but I'm on my way to bed. I said, I'm on my way to bed. I said, you on your way to bed? He said, Jamie just come through. It's an itis nap.
Oh, bro.
It was like
birthday.
And I thought he made some salmon or something. E was like, no. What he make, E?
He made this chicken. Y'all had that chicken.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you season for life, he made the sticky the sticky icky rice. The
Sticky rice.
He did. I don't particularly care, and I know his wife is listening to this, so I don't mean no harm. But I don't necessarily care for. She made dressing that Didi loved. I don't particularly care for dressing, just like on a random, Tuesday. Like I try to wait for Thanksgiving for that. But then he made the mac and cheese. I'm talking about the death trap. Diabetes, the death trap diabetes. I don't know what it is, Ma. It's macaroni and cheese, but it look like it got, what's that called, y'all? Don't y'all know I'll mess something up in a minute. Is it cream cheese? I look like it got like maybe cream cheese or something in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, bruh, but it's like white cheese in there. I don't know what it is, bruh.
Yeah.
When I tell you, bruh, I called today and was like, yo, Jamie, do me a favor. Next time you make us this, bruh, just make enough for the day. Don't make enough. Don't spread it out, Jamie.
Thanksgiving out.
But I will say this, man. Shout out to the church. Shout out, bruh. Like, she got so many gifts, bruh. Literally, I'm not joking. She got at least 30 gifts. It was more than Christmas. She had she was like, did they know this my last birthday or something? Like, do they know something I don't know? And so then we went to Somerset Mall. Let me tell you something.
For those of y'all not from Michigan, Somerset is the baller mall. So picture your ballerish mall in your state. That's what Somerset is. That's how I knew. Now, mind you probably heard on this podcast in recent years that they go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Yes.
We done stepped it on up now.
Oh, no, Mall.
Okay, all right.
She got off the menu, Mall, for her birthday.
Let's go.
She came
you
off
talking
the
my
menu,
language.
Mall.
Let's go.
I'm talking about all the way off that joke. But look, I don't do the political thing. I got to do it today. I'm pissed at a lot of y'all. I just got to keep it 100. We went to the Somerset. It's 2 malls. So they got one on one side that's like, decent.
A right
Nordstrom's.
side and the left side.
Left side.
Okay.
So Mall, I knew we had gotten to the left side because it was a whole bunch of cops in that joker. I said, we on the left side. It's a whole bunch of police officers. It was like
no police at Claire's?
Yeah, it was RoboCop. Nordstrom's and Macy's had RoboCop. We went over to the other one. I'm talking about like sawed-off shotguns, right?
Yeah, right.
So we went in, bruh. The line was super long in the big one. I'm talking about Gucci, Louis. The line was, and I was upset, Maul, because I would go online and see, and I didn't know what they was talking about, but they was like #stimulus check. And so I'm upset because the reason why the stimulus check went from $1,200 to $2,400 and somebody else to $400 is because people was buying and posting, and I'm like, come on, y'all. Why you just can't get your stuff and keep it on they got them all. So of course they don't need no stimulus check if they going to Gucci and Louis. So it was packed, bro, in that joke. I had to leave. I was like, there's too many people in here for me.
Oh, yeah, no question. Carl, Maul, what's up? Catch us up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick. Maul,
please.
Okay, I'm not going to tell her. This is the only thing I'm going to tell on Didi. Maul, we had to get her the red bottom gym shoes for her birthday. Red bottom gym shoes.
They made gym shoes. Okay.
Red bottoms, Maul. Red Bottoms Mall. So we actually went to the mall.
I only
to see if
found
we
out
could
what
find
Red Bottoms was because of Cardi B anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Flat out.
I'm just saying. I'm like, Red Bottoms gym shoes, Didi? She's like, well, I can't wear the other ones because of my MS, so I'm going to need the gym shoes. So then we went to the Somerset Mall to get a red bottom book bag to match the red bottom shoes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all living.
Yeah. But here's a good thing. They was out of them. They was out of red bottom book bags. So maybe I could get that next year.
We need to have a ETA finance meeting here shortly. I don't know what's going on.
Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and let's dance.
I felt comfortable when y'all was at TJ Maxx.
Oh, you and me both.
Y'all at Somerset.
It's CJ fault though, because C was like, all right, E got the house paid for, E at TJ Maxx. E ain't really got nothing. You know what I'm saying? E need to start spending money so we can get him back on the road.
You. I was geek. Carl, what's up? Y'all talk to us.
Man, I'm about to show you a little clip. Give me a couple seconds.
Okay,
Share
I like that.
Screen. No, I'm just showing you.
Sharing screens.
The kid that we don't need no sound.
Man, you gotta warn me if it's gonna be.
Oh
no, the kid
left side.
The kid.
Oh, y'all kicking it.
The kid that had a broken arm. I just want to show y'all that couldn't do nothing with a broken arm. Out tubing.
Oh wow.
That's all. I just want to speak to
y'all
people.
Y'all must have been with Mike and them, huh?
Oh, of course. Of course.
It pays to have white neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you something.
Bros ain't going tubing. You know what I'm saying? Bros scared to fall in the lake. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know what it was called until Carl said it.
Oh, yeah. No, black people don't like falling off the boat in the lake. Yeah,
for real? No. Let me tell you something. So it was my next door neighbor, Bill, and Mike and their family. So we had two families from Saddlebrook. From Grand Lake.
Saddlebrook gang.
Everybody went up north. Yeah. Man, and we just had a blast, man. So we just trying to make every day count.
Where'd y'all go?
Every day. The lake is called, I don't even know what it's called properly. It's Grayling, that Grayling area, Ostego or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But they got a cottage up there on the lake, man, and we just had a blast for the weekend, just relaxing and having fun.
Ma, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Oh, man, great, bro. Great. Just pointing to these little babies here, showing them, what to do in the hole, man. It was crazy because my daughters, all right, so first off, remember just a few weeks ago, we was talking about the tennis court that we putting out here at the house for my daughters. And then I had just saw an article I had sent to you guys where Serena Williams is actually putting a tennis court outside her house for the first time because of COVID and because of, I think her husband has surprised her with the tennis court and the outdoor gym.
Gift.
And so I was just like, wow. And I thought about it, I said, man, she had this much success and she never had her own tennis court, outside her house. And I showed it to my daughters and I was just like, man, how does that, even make you feel to see that, Serena, her tennis court is going to be finished the same time your tennis court going to be finished.
Unbelievable.
And I'm just like, man, it's just the difference, man. And then just today,
I feel like less than a man. I feel like less than a man. All I bought my kids was their own room. I thought they was doing so because they had their own bedroom.
Right.
And then just today, man, Camille, she took Ayana to tennis practice. It's the first day of tennis practice.
Yeah.
And she was out there, she had me on speakerphone and she was out there just, kind of talking to Ayana like, hey, you're going into your junior year. This is, man, give it your all. Go out there and do what you've been doing. You worked hard for this. You deserve this. And then she was just like, man, you put in the work. And so therefore, it's going to show. You ain't got nothing to be worried about this year. It's going to show on the tennis court. And as Camille was talking to Ayana, Camille looked up behind Ayana out the window and she seen.
Stall, Maul. I want to say, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up because you said it stall.
Don't say it, Maul.
He
Don't
sent
say
it earlier.
Don't
break it. Don't break it like that, Maul.
Let the people see, Maul. Let the people.
What was it? Is it a rainbow?
Go ahead, Maul. Go ahead, Maul.
So as Camille was talking to Ayana, Camille looked past Ayana. And then she was telling Ayana that you put in the work. She's seen on the street pole, lined up, not just that one street pole, but lined up on all the street poles. This is outside of her school. They got actual signs up of Ayana holding a tennis racket just all around. And so now imagine this, E. Across the street from this is the actual tennis courts. All her teammates. She's out there practicing, and it's not actual. Every pole got one of her teammates on it.
Right.
They got her on that.
Wow.
Her by herself, bro. Holding it. So just but the crazy part about it that Camille said, because I was just like, man, I was like, because Camille was shocked, I was shocked. And then I was like, man, was Ayanna shocked? She said, nah. She was like, she ready to go to work. She ready to go to work. She said that it didn't even fake.
Nice talking to y'all. I'm out.
And so Camille, bro, at first Camille was like, cause she was showing her, she was on a group text with her family members. And then she was just like, you know, like, man, like this didn't even fade her. And she was saying it in a way where like, man, she should have been happy. And I thought about it, I said, no, she focused. I said, no, I'm glad it didn't do nothing to her. I'm glad it didn't make her just all of a sudden say, oh, and get outside and start taking selfies and pictures. Cause she like, what have I accomplished? The season ain't even happened yet. The reason why I'm on this poll is because of what I did last year, the year before that. What I did ever since I was 5, 6 years old.
Come on.
She's like, that ain't got nothing to do about what I'm doing right now.
Wow.
She like, yeah, hey, and then the thing I love about it, because I know her mentality, because I've been listening to her and Jazzy talk. I've been listening to her and Jazzy. That's why I talk about that exposure. Both of them. Jazzy told when we was at that cottage in the mountains. Jazzy told who she tell it to? She told it to Josh. Like she's like, did HUD really place 4th in the world? And then Josh said, yeah, like the world. She said, the world or the state? And he said, no, the world. And then she's like, okay, if he placed 4th in the world, she's like, I got to at least win state next year. She's like, I at least got to win state. So that's that mentality, bro. And so Ayanna look at it.
Y'all.
It's an expectation, bro. And that's why your circle is so important. And to have people like HUD, you know, where he's 4th in the world. My daughter's now looking where before they was like, oh yeah, we the best here. We the best here. Now they like, okay, there's a world out here and we want to be part of that. So she looking at that billboard or she looking at that street pole like, yeah, okay, cool. But that's a street pole. I'm trying to reach for the stars right now. I ain't got that street pole nice, but I'm trying to go places where you can't see with your naked eye. So yeah, bro, they just focused.
Wow.
And the tennis court will be completed by the end of the month. Yeah.
I'm looking to see her on Times Square.
To you.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, man, I promise
love it.
you. Wow. Yeah, no, shout out to Yanni and Jazzy as they get ready for tennis season. Shout out to Jordan with that arm. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep all our babies prayed up, man, and going to the next level. I got several ways I wanted to go for this podcast. I got a call. Yeah, I know. Maul sent me something.
Let me make sure I'm recording.
This how I go. This how the podcast usually go. Either one of y'all send me something throughout the week or somebody pissed me off.
Get the bucket. Somebody get the bucket.
Somebody pissed me off about 30 minutes ago. And I don't think it's possible to do this covertly. So I'm just going to have to pay whatever I need to pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to pay the fine.
Let's go.
So, all right. So,
This one gonna be real, y'all. I never see pause, so this one gonna be real.
No. But I want y'all to feel me, right? Like, okay, so we got an accountability group, right? And in this accountability group, we got we measuring our weight loss, our physical activity, you know, that kind of thing, right? So, as you know, everything's fun when it starts, right? Like everything's fun. Oh, we about to start a business. We about to start selling cupcakes and until you knee deep in frosting, ain't nobody bought no cupcakes, and you got stuff everywhere on the ceilings and the walls, and the cupcakes spoiled and the dog ate them. Then it's no fun anymore, right? Like then you're ready to quit and give up, right? So we had that euphoric stage. E, what's the word for the stage that you go through when you start? Is it euphoric? What like that? You talk about it all the time with
the honeymoon stage.
Honeymoon phase.
Honeymoon. Right.
Yeah.
E, you talk about it. Yeah, the honeymoon phase. E, you talk about it a lot when you talk about marriages, right? Like they come to you. They sitting across from each other.
They floating, see?
I'm talking about floating. I'm
the
talking
tingle
about
in the eye. The tingle in the eye.
The tingle in their eye. But what? Okay, Carl, that's the exact statement. What do you do when the tingle is gone? What do you do when the tingle is gone? And so, let me just be real with you. So one individual is having a lot of success. And one individual kind of hit a wall a little bit. Now we still working, and this individual still way better than where we started. So we are supposed to text our progress to the group every morning. All right. So this person I noticed didn't text yesterday. So I said this morning, hey, I'm going to need that from both of y'all.
I got to get that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
So the one who's not making a whole bunch of progress texts me. And I seen the number. I was like, all right, cool. I still liked it because I'm like, this is what this is about. It's about accountability. The other individual texts me on the side, on a separate thread.
Come on.
But it was fire. I'm talking about fire. I'm talking about killing the game. And I said, yo, why you send it to me over here?
Yeah,
we got a whole accountability group amongst our...
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
And this individual said to me, well, I see that the other individual ain't making the type of progress they wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send it over here so they don't have to feel bad.
Wow.
And we're off.
There you go.
I said, do me a favor. I want you to send it over in the group text, but wait till I find my fires emoji to go right with it.
Oh.
Because they need to feel that. That's what an accountability group is for. Oh. So I said to this person, they said, are you sure? Because I just feel like I don't want to. And I said, yo, that's the problem with people, dog. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, but we get to a point in our lives where we start with that hypeness and that emotion. And then I'm not saying that's this person at all, because I do feel like they're still working. That's not the case. We may have to tweak some things, whatever. But you get to a point where accountability sounds good until you need to be held accountable.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
Run that back.
No. I'm gonna say it like this. Accountability sounds good until it's time to be held accountable. So I asked this person why they didn't send me the pic of this the progress yesterday, and they said to me, well, because I didn't get a chance to, and I knew it wasn't gonna look the way I hoped it should look. And I said, wait, are you under the impression that the accountability is only to be had when things are going tremendously well?
Wow. No.
That's not what accountability is. Accountability is every single day. And so I had one person who was probably a little frustrated. I had one person who was doing well but didn't want to step on the other person's toes. So y'all tell me, okay, why do you feel like, one, that person would be unable to, why do you think that person didn't want to send it? Should they have sent it? Did I go too hard on telling them to send it and then hitting with the emoji and letting it be known that, no, this is fire? And then we'll talk about the thrill is gone, the tingle is gone after that. So just first, any reactions to my story,
you can answer, Carl. You can answer. I just want to know, though, where is that at with Avery? I'm going to need some of that right there. I'm going to need that. Can I get that?
Where's that same energy? That same energy.
This message has been brought to you by Organifi. Organifi, the superfood green juice powder.
That same energy.
Wow.
Same energy.
I have admitted defeat with her, so you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me more, Carl. Talk to me.
Now, which one are you talking about? Which one you want to know about first? The person
I want to know about the person. I want to know about not hurting their feelings.
Yeah.
And the person said to me,
let me start with that, because again, I'm ground screw E. That's the S. I don't want to rock the boat. I ain't want to piss nobody off. I don't want to. So from that perspective, it's like, yo, we see the world. I've been saying it all the time. We see the world through this empathetic lens. And not saying this person, I don't care what this person is. I'm just saying you're now viewing the world from an empathetic position. Like, man, I don't want them to feel bad. Now, let me stop it right there and say I get the perspective, but the whole point to what you were saying, see, the whole point of accountability is to let it burn. It's not going to change if it don't burn. Like flat out, like, y'all could continue. But I'm going to say this. when I sit here and look at the three of you on the call, and I see some of y'all bank accounts and I see some of y'all properties, dude, it burns. I'm not there yet. But I think I told you and Maul, see, last time, like, this is my favorite time of the week when I get to sit and look at the three of y'all, because, like, yo, these are the people that I'm aspiring to go after.
Don't put me in Maul and eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the listeners thinking I hit the lottery.
You know what I'm saying? I got a TV coming out my poo. Don't put me with Maul.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up to Maul.
Don't lose the point, people. Stay with me. Don't listen to them.
No. People listening, Carl. They taking what you say literally. So I want you to make sure I'm not in the I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, remember, C just got the one bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
C got the one bedroom apartment with the swimming pool.
Right. But like for real, the key for me is like, dude, I want the burn. Like, if I get up every day and there's nothing burning, like, I'm likely to stay exactly where I am.
Was there a point when you didn't want it?
Oh, it's uncomfortable at first. Like, yo, and the beauty of this group, y'all talk to me as though, here, two parts of this. Y'all talk to me as though I am there, number one. And then the second part, if I doubt that I'm there, y'all set the expectation that I'm supposed to be there. So there's no room for error in where my thinking should be. So it was very uncomfortable at first, but now it's kind of like, yo, I look forward to it. Like, I wake up in the morning uncomfortable now, like, dang it. Like, you know, again, not in a negative way, but Maul, you sending me pics of stuff. See, like, we communicating and I'm learning. I know what's going on. And it's just like, all right, Carl, like, what are you going to do today? Right? Are you going to just sit here and let it burn? Or are you going to let it burn and put, what you said? He used your pain to push you to greatness. Like, I'm on the other side of it now where it's got to burn. Like, I want it to burn now so it can help me to move forward.
Right. And so let me tell you, and I don't mean to jump right back in because I know y'all ain't talked yet, but I'm just sitting here thinking while you talking. This is here. You want to hear the ironic thing? You're in an accountability group because what you were doing before wasn't working.
Flat.
Or else you wouldn't need to be in the. He don't need to be in the wake up early accountability group.
Right. Yep.
I promise you, he don't. He has no problem waking up early. So if you're in the accountability group and you sought out accountability because you want to be held accountable, it's probably because what you were doing before the accountability group was not working. So then why half, quarter, a third of the way use the accountability group only when it feels good? By the way, the person I'm talking about, this is not their fault because they never said, don't send it to me if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, what happened. But Mark, go ahead, chime in there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because the Jamal now, like, so back in the day, I would say that I wanted the burn so bad, right? You talking about that burn? I wanted the burn so bad that I used to burn myself, right? Ooh. So I would go after the burn.
Yeah.
So
somebody play Usher real quick. Just let it burn.
I can hear it.
Let it burn. I used to, man, for real, y'all. I used to go after the burn. I would go, y'all all heard the story. I would purposely drive to my guy's house. I would drive all the way to Baltimore. I would go there so that I can get smacked in the face. I needed to get smacked in the face. People need to get smacked in the face. It was a wake-up call for me. So I would hold myself accountable. I would sit back, and as opposed to like sending pictures, and he didn't have to text me pictures like, hey, Ma, look what I'm doing, because I knew he would never do that. I would purposely go there. And I would look at, I would look at him driving his car. I would look at the girl he just met. I would look at her in the front seat and him in there. And then I look at my 1993 Chevy Blaze and I would get mad at myself, bro. I would get mad at myself. Carl, the bank account situation, I would look at the bank account. I would look at all of the stuff that he had and I would sit back and I would not get jealous of him. I wouldn't get jealous. I wouldn't say, "Oh, he don't deserve it. I deserve it."
So what is that thing right there, though? Because I think that's it right there, Moss. Some people can look at that and be like, "Oh man, it could defeat him. It could hurt him. Man, I ain't this level. He only doing that because he could play football. If I wouldn't have got hurt, if my coach would have started me, I ain't get a chance to start my senior year because my coach told me that my left foot, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that allows a person to see it and go, you know what? Bet. That's the benchmark and I'm going to reach it. And what is it that allows a person to go, you know what? Man, forget that, man. This
I'll
dude
answer
probably.
what is
Can
it
I
not,
say
Maul.
it?
You answer what it is, Maul.
Okay, all right. So what you have to do, you have to see a person in love, though. Like, you have to see a person and you have to appreciate what they do. You have to be happy, genuinely happy for what it is that person does. You can see that person. I can see E as a speaker. And I can sit back and not say, man, I think I could talk better than him. Why he got this? Why is he in front of thousands of people? And I'm only speaking in front of the PTA. You know, why is he doing this? You have to
Meanwhile,
look
nothing
at,
wrong with the PTA.
nothing
We're
wrong
not
with
trying to
PTA.
diss the PTA.
But you have to, right, nothing wrong with the PTA. But you have to look at E and then say, man, that dude is really doing it. Like, man, I'm really excited. He really got a gift. You have to come from a place of love, right? You have to come from a place of like, man, he's really doing it. He's something special. And that's the benchmark. And one day I too can get to that level, hopefully, if I watch the way he moves, if I watch the way he conducts business, if I look at the way how he speaks.
Yeah.
But if you go in thinking, oh man, no, man, that dude, man, he don't deserve that, man. He ain't fresh. Now you coming from a place of hate as opposed to love. You coming from a place of jealousy as a place other than a place of admiration. And so
the
when you
lens
come from
in which you look at it becomes
the
different.
lens,
yeah.
but you looking at the same
That's
thing,
good.
but I'm looking at him from a place of, man, I really appreciate what he do. Man, one day, I would love to let the yoke fall off of him onto me. One day I like for his cup, everything that's falling over from his cup, I love to receive that and then get my own cup. When you come from that place, now you can build on to something. Now you can become something too. But when you come from that jealousy, or even when you coming from a place of, I ain't gonna send this picture to this person because I don't want them to, I don't want them to look at me funny, or I don't want them to think that, I'm better than them. You coming still from a place of hate. That's still, even though you've accomplished something, him as a speaker, he's not saying, hey, Jay, I'm not going to teach you how to do this. He's still coming from a place of love too by saying, hey, bro, whatever it is you need, man, you could come and tag along. And when you come from that place, bro, everybody becomes successful. But when you come from that selfish, place, bro, nobody gets anywhere from that. So that's what I believe.
Yeah, I'll say the other one, Maul, the other piece or the other side to that is, I don't even trip on stuff I'm not great at. Like, I don't judge myself the same as the ability to inspire people as I do with, let's say, my diction. Like, I already know I'm not the one when it comes to always using the right word or saying things properly. I don't put that kind of stress on myself, because what happens when you put yourself, here's what people do, Maul, because they want to be looked at as good and perfect. What they do, they don't realize, is they stutter step. So it's like, if you don't think you're going to be good at it, you don't do it. So you really hurt yourself. For me, it's like, bruh,
that's good,
what I'm good at, I'm phenomenal at. I'm not going, like, pound for pound, it ain't a lot of people that can do what I do. I can't do everything great. I don't put that kind of pressure on myself. So I don't mind. So I've never, Maul, and I want to make sure they get it, I've never been the person that if I say the wrong thing and somebody correct me, I don't even care when we was growing up on the block and somebody teased me. I don't care. Like, I would not come back the next day and talk because I know you about to dog me out. I wouldn't trip. Like, that's like me being a quarterback and you tripping on me not being able to defend somebody. So when I do defend somebody, I don't put the same weight on myself as I do if I'm a quarterback. So when it comes to waking up, like C said it, bruh, I promise you, I'm getting up. Ain't no problem with that. But the stuff that I don't do well, if I have to do it, I just don't put that stress on myself. And I think that's what people do wrong. It's like, oh, I don't want nobody to know I didn't lose the weight, or I don't want nobody. Bruh, I never sit here and try to act like when it come to weight, I don't got no struggles with that. I just try to hang around people who gonna be like, yo, E, what you doing? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm never gonna be the person that may not be as disciplined in terms of my eating that I am in my spiritual life. But if you need prayer, you can count on me. Like, I'm not going to play. Your mama got cancer, you can count on me. But don't count on me for no, hey, E, we going to be doing the weight boy. I'll get in with you, but don't hold me to the same standard you hold me to spiritually, because that's not where my strength is. So too many of you mess up because you don't want to look stupid. Bruh, nobody is going to be sweet at everything. It don't work like that. Nobody is that talented that everything they touch turn to gold.
How do you balance that with not being complacent? Because this person could just say that, like, oh, I ain't lost no weight. That ain't really my thing. And then you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't place a high emphasis on it.
So I'm just saying that person shouldn't be in an accountability group. You feel me? Like, you shouldn't be in an accountability group. But if you're in an accountability group, you're in it, like you said, see, because you know you're not sweet like that. And so you're actually in it to look stupid. Like, y'all got to hear what I'm saying.
Right.
You're actually in it because you're not sweet. You're supposed to look stupid.
That's the whole purpose.
And you tripping on looking stupid when you're supposed to look stupid.
That's the
and
whole
what
purpose.
they're going to do with your stupidness is adjust it. They're going to correct it for you. And so I may never be a Chuck. You feel me? Like, I may never be a wordsmith. I may not. But let me tell you something, Ma. Hanging out with him, doing his podcast, oh, bro, let me tell you something. I'm way sweeter than I would have been if you'd have left me to myself. Like, if you'd have left me to myself, I promise you, I would still be making certain mistakes. Why? Because I'm not conscious of it. You feel me? Like, and here, y'all got to hear what I'm saying. There are too many of you. You are so conscious of your mistakes that you think about it too much, and it doesn't. Look, your thinking is killing you. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you got to be comfortable with the fact that you're not going to be sweet and everything. Because if you're not, there's some things that you could probably get better at, but you're not going to do it because you're going to be like, I'm going to look stupid. Okay, and?
So
okay,
what?
so what? You're going to look stupid. But you're going to be way better off than you would be if you didn't get an accountability group. So to me, Mar, that's just the biggest challenge. Everybody wants to look good all the time. Everybody's always worried about their self-image. Like, at some point, you got to get off the gas. And to C's point, there are times that you need to push the gas. What's the gas? These guys are counting on me spiritually. CJ ain't counting on me for to be 116 pounds. He's not counting on me for that.
For the record, nobody want to see you 116 pounds.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Right there.
I'm just saying.
That's a whole other intervention, bro.
Like, so there are some people, depending on what they are, like, let's say Sean Stevens. I'm calling Sean doing the COVID boy like, yo, right. Sean, what you think? 2 masks or not the mask? I'm taking it serious when Sean say it. But I'm not that guy. Ain't nobody about to call me doing coke. But the things that they counting on me for, I got to make sure I'm tight work on those things.
Exactly.
And then the things that they not counting me on me for, I still want to contribute. Yep. So to C's point, it's like, no, I may not need to be my college weight, but like it's not advantageous for the brand if you get out of control and you super fat. Like, it's just not good for the brand, bro. So in my mind, I'm like,
semi-chunky is okay though, cause
you know what I'm saying?
Semi-chunky gave us the best.
One pack gave us a viral moment.
Oh yeah,
yes sir.
Oh no, actually a whole bunch of them. But I'm just saying, I keep in my mind, Maul.
Yeah.
All right, this is for the team. So because it's constantly there, I'm not at the point where I'm like, yo, I just don't care. I'm going to eat what I want to eat when I eat. Even when I eat bad, it's like, even when it was Didi's birthday and he cashed us out, I was still conscious of, all right, E, you enjoyed yourself. You got to pull back now. Like, it's time to work out. I'm being real. If I wasn't in an accountability group, bro, I'd do what I want to do when I want to do it. Because I don't have nobody. I don't have nobody that like, my girl ain't going to be like, you overweight. You know what I'm saying? My girl ain't going to be tripping on that. Didi want to know, did you pay the bills? Do we got enough money to take care? Well, Didi she not on the weight boy. Didi on, like, money.
Is your pockets fat?
That's what Didi want to know. Is your pockets fat? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, some of y'all out there, man, I'm speaking to you for real. I want you to be free after today. You care. It's like an obsession for you to look good in front of people. That you can't even be weak around people. And that's what's killing you. That every time you do show your weight, it's got to be fire. Yo, sometimes it's going, you're not always going to be sweet, y'all.
Hey, I like that though. As long as I got fat pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me show y'all this chart real quick, E. And E, what you're describing is insecurity.
Thank you. I love it.
That's what you're describing.
Okay, come on, Carl.
Carl, did you just write this chart out, dog?
No. This is a book that I read. The book is called The Happiness Equation. No.
I'm like, Carl, you.
No, Maul.
He knew where to go to get it.
The book is called The Happiness Equation. I ain't taking no credit for it, but I remember reading this book, E, and I remember this chart. I can tell you what the book is about, but this chart stuck with me. And the challenge with most people are there.
Break it down though, Carl, because we got a lot of listeners. So.
Yeah, they can't see it.
All right, so imagine a quadrant, guys. On the bottom x-axis, my horizontal axis is your opinion of yourself, and it goes from low to high, all right? On your y-axis, your vertical axis is opinion of others, again, going from low to high.
I'm sorry, Carl. I just had when you just said x-axis and y-axis, I just had a flashback to math class. I almost fainted.
Hey, that's why I said horizontal and vertical too. I want to make sure I include everybody.
Thank you, Jesus. I said, Lord, I forgot all about that stupid chart.
Hey, so bottom left, you got a low opinion of yourself and a low opinion of others, right? So you're just cynical. That's the word that they use. You're just cynical. It ain't nothing really mean nothing. You just, whatever. It is whatever.
The Grinch.
Now, right, the Grinch, pretty much, all right? Let's go up. So you got a low opinion of self, and E, this is what you were just describing. But you got a high opinion of others, so everybody else is better than you. Your weight is the challenge. You're not good at this. So you're insecure, E, so now your faults can't be seen. So I'm just saying, you can identify it real simply. You know which one of these four you fall into. Let's go to I'm going to leave the top right for the last. You go to the bottom right, and again, it's a high opinion of self, right? But a low opinion of others. That's tricky.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Ain't nobody want to be around that. Ain't nobody want to be around that.
That's me right there. I'm right there.
Carl is locked in on my whole quadrant.
Well, you don't say.
Hey, but that group is the group for real. Like they're arrogant. That's the terminology that it describes that. You're arrogant. Like you think everybody else is beneath you. And the quadrant that we need everybody to get to. And that's what I said. I identified mine. I was like, I was insecure. Like I saw everybody else is better than me. E speak better than me. Of course, I don't speak. Like, why should I even compare that? C brand better than me. I ain't never branded. Like, why should I compare that? You know what I'm saying? So this, as I said, this was the transitional point where I was like, you need to get to the top right quadrant, which is confidence, guys. A high opinion of yourself and a high opinion of others. So even if I didn't lose weight this week, I still got a high opinion of myself. I'm capable of doing it, right? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I got a high opinion, the right perspective of myself, and ain't nothing wrong with you either. You killing what you killing. We both killing what we killing, right? So if you can get to that quadrant, guys, like I'm saying, that's the healthy place. You're confident in what you're good at, and you're confident to try things and not have to look good at Charles Barkley and the golf seat that you always used to reference. He out there swinging on TV looking crazy. He ain't tripping. He confident. He like, come on the hoop court. I ain't tripping on golf, but I'm not scared to look dumb trying golf because who knows? I might become just as good at this too. I'm going to try it. But I'm challenging everybody like that's the quadrant you want to get to because now you're not scared to step out and fail. And I'm like, E, let me speak to the assessment. If you're a ground screw like me, like that's a big hurdle. You don't want to fail. You want to make sure everything is steady and stable because you want to make sure you can control it. Like bump that. That's not where you get into the left side of the menu. That's not how you get in there. The accountability group C is the point of pulling you out of everything you've done and getting you uncomfortable so you can get the result that you actually want. I'm going to come out of it now. But like that's the goal, to get to that confident state. All right, let me take this opportunity to give a special shout out to our sponsor, HelloFresh. Let me be real with you guys, all right? HelloFresh might have saved my marriage this summer, all right? Before HelloFresh, my wife and I got into so many of those, well, let me call them discussions for sake of the podcast, the PG-13, about, what are we eating today? Like, when are we preparing it? Who's doing what? And we were both tired of, eating the same food over and over again. HelloFresh cut out all that stress for us, the meal planning, the grocery store trips, so we could simply enjoy cooking together and having dinner on the table in 30 minutes or less. You can save 40% by using HelloFresh versus shopping at your local grocery store, and it's definitely more convenient. HelloFresh delivers fresh, high-quality, pre-portioned ingredients, so you can make meals that are delicious and nutritious. And get this. Over 90% of the ingredients are sourced directly from growers, not manufacturers, not large companies, but directly from growers to ensure the freshest recipes are delivered to your door. Are you into sustainability? Well, so is HelloFresh. The packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content. And their streamlined supply chain means produce gets to you faster and fresher than the grocery store. You can schedule deliveries around your lifestyle. Are you going camping this week? Going out of town? Anything. There's no worries, guys. Just skip this week and pick right up where you left off. So you hear us talk about Chipotle all the time. Well, that might slow down a lot now, guys. This week, thanks to HelloFresh, we actually made our own Chipotle chicken rice bowl that might have eliminated that chain from our lives. Like, the family completely enjoyed it. The taste was, I want to say, just a little better. I think we got the secrets that Chipotle uses now. HelloFresh turned it up a notch for us. So HelloFresh is committed to making fresh, delicious food available now more than ever, and has taken extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe, including contactless delivery, tamper-proof packaging, and team member wellness checks. Go check it out. Go to HelloFresh.com/80success and use the promo code 80success. Again, HelloFresh.com/80success and use the promo code 80success to get a total of $80 off your first month, including free shipping on your first box. Additional restrictions may apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details.
Yeah, no, that's good. And, the crazy thing, you just said something. You said Charles Barkley ain't scared to go out there with the golf club because he could say, come meet me on the hoop court. The problem I think many people have is you don't have a hoop court.
A hoop court.
And, Carl, the crazy thing is, and maybe you could continue to speak to it, because you didn't feel like you had a hoop court, even though we was telling you. So it would be crazy that you looking at me and E like, oh, they speak, he do this, he do that. But never once was me and E like, man, Carl know how to do YouTube, videos, cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that, again, it's so funny, man. And this is kind of going back to my son's book, right? My Secret Superpower. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I'm not going to lie to you. There's a few superpowers that look sexy. Right? Like, I'm just being real. Because for whatever reason, Carl would look at E and be like, yo, how come I'm not this? Even though, E, if you gave him 5 years to sit down and work on Final Cut Pro or whatever kind of editing software, it wouldn't come out the way you have your stuff come out. Mm-hmm. But E ain't tripping on that, but you're tripping on that. So that's why I said we have to be careful what we place emphasis on. So the really quick backstory, for those of you who don't know or you newer listeners, I don't want to assume everybody been with us since day one. I wrote a book for my son called My Secret Superpower. In the book, obviously, each character kind of is insecure about somebody else's strength, right? So the crocodile is insecure because he can't see good. You know what I mean? The bird is insecure because she's too small. The gorilla is insecure because he's too big. Well, that's what happened with my son, and what I didn't want to have happen with my son, because everybody would see him and be like, yo, little man, you going to be a basketball player or a football player? You going to play basketball or football? Well, what I realized is y'all are trying to paint one picture of what's sexy to do. So he would have seen basketball, football, the same way Carl was looking at speaking and branding, instead of seeing doctor, lawyer, astronaut, physicist, salesman, entrepreneur, all of these things that are sexy too, should you make them sexy? And so, Carl, you have to kind of walk through how you were able to then go, okay, yeah, I'm not doing that. And that is the thing that gets you a lot of shine and, maybe millions of Instagram followers, but it's not the only thing that is dope. You know what I'm saying? How do you get to that piece? Because I think there's a lot of people out there probably like you who like, yo, I feel you. I got a lower opinion of myself and a higher opinion of others, but that's, I believe, because they're not putting the emphasis on their skill set and their superpower.
100%, see, 100%. So let me say it like this. The reason, and I'm telling you, I was in that insecure category, like understand that before we go anywhere. Here's the reason why. See, what I would do is, yes, I'm doing videos. First of all, I'm going back to school at 20. I'm going back to grad school at 20-some years old, and they looking at me crazy, Ma. They're looking in the room like, who's this grown dude in here? Like, they're kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a graduate class now, like learning. Like, I don't want to go technical, but I don't even know how to they was recording on tapes. I don't even know how to get the video from the tape to the computer. So I'm asking all these questions, looking like a dummy. I don't have a clue. So see, what I would do though, because of that mindset, I don't really understand what's going on. These kids younger than me, they know more than me. Dude, what I would tell myself is like, man, you're in the video industry, but you're not in Hollywood. Like Hollywood, and the hurdle for me was expectations, Ma. I don't have a limitation of expectations. Like, yo, Hollywood is the standard. So if we're talking about movies, Hollywood is the standard. You see what I'm saying? Spike Lee is the standard, right? That's the standard. So if I look at myself and I put myself on a scale with Spike Lee, now it's like, whoa, I ain't even on the scale with Spike Lee. I ain't on the standard. So see, that's the mindset that crept in for all these years. I kept seeing Hollywood as the standard. And E, it was that night at the Advantage you were speaking and you said, so see, E helped me with the transition. I'm gonna help everybody else now. E said to me, do y'all understand that Carl created a genre on YouTube that did not exist? And I sat there and I was like, I never thought, like I'm hitting the mic. I never thought about it that way. I'm just saying, I'm in the movie industry. I'm doing editing. I'm doing Final Cut. They're doing movies. They're doing editing. They're doing Final Cut. And yeah, what they're producing and what I'm producing, yeah, we getting 10,000 hits on some videos, but they're getting, box theater, multi-million. Like, it's like, how can I consider myself confident when I'm in this industry? When, see, the truth was I was not in that industry. I wasn't making movies for Hollywood. It's not the same industry. I'm doing motivational videos trying to inspire people, and to East Point, that did not exist. There was nothing on there. Then to boot, I got the nerve to add B-roll on top of it and music. It did not exist. So when I could stop, see, and look at myself, and again, like I said, I think E for E was the catalyst, like, wait a minute, he's right. And I'm challenging people. You may not have E to tell you, but like there's something that you're doing that you're looking at it the wrong way. Like God didn't create you to just be ordinary. There's something inside of you. There's something that he put in you that's natural. It's you. See how you say what comes easy to you that's harder for most. It's there. You just have never valued it. You've just never put attention on it. You've just never put the energy on it to really think more than what it is. And then probably like me, you're looking at it in a grand scheme of things that don't even add up. So I'm challenging you, like, stop looking at it as something, like, stop looking at it external. Like, I want you to look at it as this is my thing. I don't care nothing about nobody else. If I put it out here and it failed, well, I'll do something else. But this is now my thing from this day forward. And I ain't got to answer to nobody else for that. I ain't scared to fail no more. I'll just do it. And like I said, if it don't work, I know something else that I'll try something else. You see what I'm saying? But no longer am I going to sit here and say, man, Spike Lee was and James Cameron, the dude that did Titanic and grossed, the top, and then beat himself with Avatar. Like, these dudes, who cares? That had nothing to do with me. So I need to now, like, I put blinders on, seeing like, oh, this was Zero Lane. Look, right behind E, y'all see that YouTube thing right there? That says 1 million subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not playing. Like, this is stuff more that I didn't even like E, or I think
1%.
E or Didi or somebody.
You in the 1%.
Somebody ordered it.
Wow.
I didn't even order it, Mark, because I didn't value this. That sucker says 1 million subscribers. Wow. Do you understand the work that we put in to get that? Bruh, It ain't everybody got that, Maul, but I didn't value it. Now it's a different ballpark. As a matter of fact, I need to order like 2 or 3 of them and had them yo, this is what I helped to build.
No question.
It ain't no taking back now. Like, that's there. We got Maul. We didn't do the ClickFunnels one for the Make Real Estate Real.
Yeah, we should have got one for that. They gave right.
We didn't do it. We didn't do it, but we
didn't even go to the ceremony.
7-figure, whatever. I think it's 2 Comma Club is called.
Yeah, 2 Comma Club. We did that in like the first 3 months, 2-3 months.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't value the stuff that we did. Like, this is Carl telling you, I didn't value it, and I'm challenging everybody else. Stop. Like, I don't care. Stop looking at social media. That's probably what's killing y'all. Like, until you can figure out what you doing and the thing that you're doing, you ain't got to look external for that. Like, it's time to start looking inside. Get up and spend 2 hours with yourself early. I don't care if you're tired that night. Spend 2 hours just digging in. Like, yo, what is the thing that I got that ain't nobody else could do it the way I do? Can other people edit? Absolutely. You know what's funny? The first thing, Al was my supervisor at the Big Ten. The first thing he told me was, if I give 200 people the exact same footage to edit, he was like, I will get 200 different results. So who am I comparing myself to?
Absolutely.
It ain't nobody else that's going to do it the way I'm doing it. That's the first thing, like, day one of training. He's like, yo, I know people talk like this. He's like, let me just let you know, you will never do the same exact edit as anybody else. I don't care how good they are, how bad they are. You will never do the same edit. So why am I comparing? Like, kill all that, y'all. I'm like seriously appealing because I'm telling y'all the pain that it caused me. For 10 years, I'm going through this. And for no reason. Like, the environment around me, my wife, EC, Didi, everybody around me is seeing me. Candace said the same thing to me, like, man, if only you could see yourself how we see you.
Absolutely.
And I'm challenging y'all, like, it's a lot of pain that you're going through because you're just not looking at yourself the way that you're supposed to. But like,
I want to add this, Carl. I want to add this. We have to be careful So C talked about, and my wife said it yesterday, Ma. That's why I have so much respect for her. You know what I'm saying? My wife said while she was grateful for the 30 plus gifts, she was like, one of the challenges that I have with people is because of who I am. She's like, now, I'm not saying I'm not a giver, but because of who I am, people are showering me with gifts. She's like, the reality is there's a person without a husband that need to be showered. You feel me? She's like, it's just because I'm the first lady, it's like everybody's showering me. And she's like, yo, we got to get to a place where we shower people who need to be showered, not people who we look to as influential. So I'm not suggesting that we're not a blessing to the people that are blessing. Your pastor, your first lady, first man, whatever. I'm sure, if they're a blessing to you, you need to be a blessing. But my wife was like, yo, I just feel like it's unfair. And I told her, I was like, Didi, you're right. Because to C's point, I can go to a restaurant. I had a dude that was going to open up a restaurant for me, Chris McClendon. Shout out to Savannah Blue. He was like, no, we're not open, but for you and Didi, I'll open up the restaurant and just serve you and her, and you don't owe me nothing. Boss. And I was just like, okay, cool.
Boss.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, praise God. Now, of course, Jamie and Trina ended up cooking for us, but I'm just saying, Maul, we live in a society where we start blessing people based on the whatever. So, Carl, that plaque you saw, you start seeing people who work for these plaques, and then their self-esteem goes up as they accomplish these degrees or plaques. But for me, Carl, the thing that you should probably worship the most as it related to those videos was you weren't working for money. You're the type of person that values your work. Bruh, Ma, people work for you. You understand people working for money, Ma. It's the worst thing in the world. It's like the worst thing in the world when somebody working for you and just trying to get a paycheck. They have they don't take no ownership. There's no love. They don't care. If it take a week for you to get it, 2 months for you to get it, they could care less as long as they get their check. And I'm saying there are those of you out there, and this is why I always thought I was a beast. Y'all might look at my speaking. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I look at me. I knew I was a beast. I knew I was a beast, y'all. I was 16, 17 years old, homeless. I don't got no food to eat on the rig. I ain't got nowhere to stay. Ma, best thing ever did, Ma. I don't talk about this, Ma. I never sold dope, Ma. That's when I knew. Ma. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't got nothing on me. Y'all ain't got nothing on me, bruh. The day I didn't sell dope. Now, yes, I might have stole from the mall, but I was like, come on, I'm just being real. I was just like, yo, y'all got insurance. Like, ain't nobody tripping. Y'all overcharging folks for stuff. Ain't nobody tripping on that. But
listen to the rationale. These jeans shouldn't be $60 anyway.
Yeah, hey.
Right. Reparations.
I never said it was right, Ma, but I knew I wasn't gonna take $60 from some woman that only had 120.
Yeah.
And have her cracked out, and her kids wouldn't have a mama because she's strung out on drugs and they not eating and they running around with diapers. They ain't going to school. I was like, yo, I'm not that desperate for food. I can find another way to eat. And that's, again, I don't care, stealing whatever, but I'm not about to change the trajectory of somebody's life forever. They smoke this crack, bruh. Once they get strung out, it's over, bruh. I was just like, yo, this is a department store. I'm not saying it's right, but it's a department store. They ain't about to die. Matter of fact, you burn this joker down, they got insurance. They gonna get back on. She may never get back on her feet from this dope. And I knew I was the man when my boy dropped his wallet and I picked his wallet up and gave it to him. I knew I was the man when my homie girl was around me and I never tried to sleep with her. I knew I was the man long before I spoke. I knew I was the man because of my character. And even as an adult man now, I could be hustling people. I could be I feel good because I don't got to be scheming people. You feel me more? I don't even go, okay, 10 days left. And if you don't, I told him the other day, I was like, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We closing the doors on August 21st. It started on the 10th. You got to the 21st. After that, I promise you can't get in. Like, my character, my integrity so strong, I don't even gotta hustle you to make money. I can make money without taking advantage of you. You understand what I'm saying? And so I always looked up to CJ. I looked up to Carl. It didn't have nothing to do with C being no Brandon. I just saw that he loved his parents and he took care of his family. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, okay, ain't nobody perfect, but I was looking at people's character. I'm looking at Carl like, yo, my man taking 4 months to put a video out that he ain't getting paid for. He taking forever. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Just get it done and give it to him. But he's so concerned about making sure that when they receive it, it does what it's intended to do, that I'm just like, yo, that's what make you the man. You're not the man because of something that you do. You're the man because of who you are. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think for those of you who are listening, get out the rat race, y'all. Like, people don't follow me because I speak. Don't get it twisted. People don't follow me. We did we got extreme coaches, and I hate for somebody to join my program, just like you with Make Real Estate Real. I hate people to join and they're not being successful. So I had a couple people who were like introverts and they struggle a little bit. And so I was like, man, I got to fix this. So I was like, okay, cool. I got it. I'm going to come up with a program, what you need to do the first 30 days. You feel me? I'm going to walk you through the first 30 days, bruh. You ain't even got to think. Here's what you need to do for the first 30 days. Here's what you need to do for the next 60, the next 90. So if you don't know, by the 90th day, you should be in this thing strong, right? So, I got with a group of people and they was telling me what we think we should do. And in the end, I just asked. I was like, yo, I ain't trying to be funny, but can y'all tell me what y'all like about this program? And they was like, yo, bro, your integrity oozes through this program. They was like, yo, you just who you say you are. Like, you ain't trying to hustle us. You ain't trying to take the fact that you on this call with us for 30 days, to do it 30 days. It was like, yo, bro, you the CEO. Why would you even be on the call? Like, if a person paid their money, whether they do it or not, why do you care? Like, why do you care if they, whatever, you got their money already? And I'm like, nah, I got to answer to God. I got to go to bed at night. I believe one day I'll stand before the Creator and he's going to hold me accountable. I got to do right by God. And so that's the stuff that people love me for. Anybody could talk. Anybody could get on, and get some music behind them and whatever. You feel me? And so, man, yeah. For those of you who are listening to Carl's point, stop letting your rewards be external and start looking at, who you are as a human, and value yourself because you that. Because I don't want an editor. I'm not interested in editors. There's a lot of editors. I'm interested. We run a family business. I am very interested in the people who hang out with us. You feel me? I don't just need an editor. I need a value editor. I need an integrity editor. I need somebody I can trust editor. You feel me? It's bigger than some software. Anybody
and that's
can
hard.
Go get
that's
software.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
That's hard to find, bro.
Yeah. I'm saying anybody can go get the software mall and do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was something, though, that Carl, that you said, too, where you was talking about that, everybody got greatness inside of them. That's something that's absolutely true, but I just wanted to make this little point to that. You have to activate that greatness.
That's it. Yep.
That's inside of you. I promise you, everybody was born great. That is a true statement. God created us all. God lives in us all. But I found out over the years that you have to activate that. It's like a switch inside of you. It's one thing about the body, the human body, that's crazy. And Carl, you the mad scientist and all of that, so you can help me out with it. But when you look at even like I've heard that cancerous genes lay dormant inside of a person. Is that true? Like, you can have cancerous cells in you already, and it's certain things that you do, maybe certain foods you eat, maybe stress. It's certain
Lord.
Things that you
Jamie
do.
food.
Lord
have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jamie.
It's the big one, Elizabeth.
It's certain things that you do, certain behaviors, certain foods you take in, or a stress level that can activate certain genes that lay dormant inside of you. In that same way, that greatness is laying dormant inside of you.
Yeah.
There's something that you need to do to activate that greatness inside of you. It don't just happen on its own. And so, I just felt like I just needed to touch up on what you said with that, because I've seen it, man. And that's the thing where, you heard Les Brown and a lot of other people talk about how the richest place in the world is a cemetery, because there you have a lot of people that's untapped dreams, unrealized dreams. And that's exactly what happens, man. People, they know that they want to be great. They talk about greatness. They look at other people being great and all of this other stuff, but yet they don't activate the greatness that's inside of themselves.
Activate it.
If you want to
Activate.
activate
You know what else
your
need to be
greatness,
activated? You know what else need to be activated?
Organifi. Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder. I just finished one. That's why I had to use the restroom, man. I'm getting my gallon a day, gallon of water, and 2 Organifi green juices a day. All right? So you know what it is, man. Organifi. Use the promo code SUCCESS. Get 20% off your order. That's ORGANIFI.com. Promo code SUCCESS. All right? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do Ask ET? Or y'all want to get up out of here? How y'all want to play this?
Let's get up out of here.
Hey, let me throw a shout out real quick though. Can I throw a little shout out?
Yes,
Camille,
sir.
get ready.
It's not to
music.
No.
I want to get the bad news, Ma. I want to get the negative comments. I
Oh,
want
we
to
did that in
next
a
week.
long time.
Let's do it
let's
next
do that.
week. I got them right here, but I ain't want to do them. I wanted to do them when we all together.
Okay.
No,
we'll
I was
do it
gonna throw a
next
shout out, shout out to Lakewood University, man.
Yes.
Shout out to
It's
Lakewood
been
University, yep.
I've been getting a lot of different messages from people that actually signed up for the Make Real Estate Real program through the Lakewood University. So
Amen.
they really doing their thing over
Let's
there, man.
go.
Y'all check them out.
Let's go.
Yep. And
let's
Make
go.
Real Estate Real, of course, is always the title sponsor of this podcast, man. We appreciate you. Go to MakeRealEstateReal.com. And all you veterans, go to Lakewood University, man. Y'all can get it free. All right. E, give us a nugget of the day, because we ain't go as long as we usually do. So hit us with a nugget of the day. Let us get up out of here.
Hey, for real, guys. And we have talked around it, maybe joked a little bit, but they're still printing money, bruh. My boy went to the my boy Hunt went to the what do you call it? The ATM machine. And he wanted to transfer, but they told him if you transfer, it's gonna be a penalty. We're gonna charge you. So he said he went to the ATM 12 days in a row and just withdrew whatever the limit was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He said 11 out of the 12 days sequentially. You know how they got the serial number, Maul? Them jokers 004, 005, 006. And he said, Ma, the money was sticking together, Ma. He said they still print money, Ma. They still print money, bruh. They still print money, Ma. And so I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a recession for somebody, but it's not a recession for everybody.
Ooh, say it again. Please
It's
say
a
it again.
recession for somebody, but it's not a recession for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you got to decide which side you want to be on. You want to be on the somebody or everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make up your mind which side you want to be on. So they printing it. It's still valuable here in the United States of America. I'm sure everywhere else, wherever they print money, get on the right side of it, y'all. Get on the right side. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do for me. Now, my wife's the only child. So there'll be times where, see, that lotion you talking about or that shampoo you talking about, that's hers. I'll get that joint, right, and I'll use it, right? And she'll be pissed. Like, where's my shampoo? I'm like, it's in the bathroom. But she'll be pissed, Ma, because as an only child, it's not exactly where we left it. So I promise you, if her sink on the left side, I'm on the right. If I take it and move it on the right side, she gonna be like, where is it? I don't know. I can't find it. I'm like, boo, just look, it's right there. So no, I shouldn't be moving her shampoo. That's not the story. That's not the the principle of the story. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But here's what it is. Your stuff has been moved. It's not gone. The economy has been shifted. It's not gone. If you just look to your left a little bit, you will see that it's right there. And so I'm encouraging everybody, stop fussing and fighting about it's not here no more. You're wasting time. It's obvious it ain't there no more. Make a shift and go where the money is. I promise you when I tell you, they're still printing it. They still printing it, and it ain't old money coming out. My man said it wasn't no old money coming out. It wasn't like no, what do you call it, like used bills. It was fresh bills coming out. I'm telling y'all, it's still milk and honey here, y'all. It's still milk and honey. It's just not in the spot that you went to yesterday looking for it.
Appreciate that nugget of the day, Carl, Maul. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody listening. Go to iTunes, leave us that review. All right, go check out the products from the podcast. Y'all keep supporting us. We're going to keep doing this podcast till the wheels fall off, man. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Let's go. I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all